Looking for the best RAM for gaming? To suit your needs? In this video, we're diving into some of the top options available right now. Before we begin, don't forget to check out the links in the description to find the best deals within your budget. Let's get started. Number 5. Corsair Vengeance DDR5 32GB Kit. If you're building a PC with a powerful Ryzen 7 9800X 3D but don't want to spend all your budget on RAM, this is a great option. It offers a smart balance of cost and performance, with a 6000 MHz speed and a solid CL30 latency, which is a great standard for DDR5 memory. One cool feature is onboard voltage regulation, which lets you tweak settings using Corsair's IQ software if you're into customizing your setup. You can even save your AMD Expo profiles for easy switching. The Corsair Vengeance kit is compatible with popular motherboards, like the Asus Prime X870p Wi-Fi and ROG Strix X870E gaming Wi-Fi, so it's reliable when it comes to compatibility. As for its look, it's simple and clean, no flashy RGB lights or custom designs. It focuses purely on performance. So, if you're looking for strong performance while keeping your costs reasonable, this Corsair Vengeance DDR5 kit is an excellent choice for your build. It's a budget-friendly way to get into DDR5 memory. Number 4. Kingston Fury Beast DDR5 Kit. It's a 32GB set coming in two 16GB sticks. Just like our previous pick, it hits that sweet 6000 MHz speed, which is really ideal for getting the most out of that Ryzen 7 9800X 3D. It also features some quite aggressive timings, specifically CL30-38 to 38 to 80, and runs at a voltage of 1.4 volts and comes with a low-profile aluminum heat spreader. It's not the most elaborate cooler you'll ever see, but it's effective, even under significant load. Users report temperature staying well below 50 degrees C, which is perfectly fine for most setups. Design-wise, it's similar to our number 5 pick in that it's all about function, no fancy RGB here, just a clean minimalist look. Performance-wise, reports from builders who have used it with similar CPUs indicate impressive results. For example, some data suggests a noticeable FPS boost in demanding games like Cyberpunk 2077 and Starfield compared to slower DDR5 options. We're talking improvements in the range of 7 to 9%, so if you're building that 9800X 3D system and looking for excellent performance specs without breaking the bank or adding extra visual flair, the Kingston Fury Beast is definitely one to seriously consider. Next we have the Team Group TF Force Extreme ARGB kit, which steps things up by quite a few notches. Right off the bat you'll notice a couple of things. First, it's quite visually striking with that expansive ARGB lighting across the top diffused beautifully through a 2mm aluminum heatsink. But it's not just about looks, not by a long shot. This kit pushes the speed envelope a bit further, running at 6400 MHz. Even more impressive are its timings, a super tight CL28-38-38-84. Now why does that matter so much for a CPU like the 9800X 3D? Because of its unique cache setup. Lower latency RAM can make a significant difference in certain scenarios. This kit's CL28 timing is among the tightest you'll find in this speed class. What does that translate to in the real world? Well, those who have used this RAM report excellent improvements, especially in games that are sensitive to memory latency. For example, some benchmarks show a noticeable reduction in 1% lows. That's the stuttering you sometimes see in games like Escape from Tarkov, potentially improving performance by around 12% compared to kits with CL30 timings. That's a pretty significant gain. This kit is a 32GB set and uses high-quality Samsung B-die integrated circuits. That's a fancy way of saying these chips are known for being robust and often have headroom for manual overclocking. Just keep in mind it operates at a slightly higher voltage of 1.45 volts, so ensuring your case has good airflow is a good idea to keep things cool, though the heatsink does a decent job. So for a blend of stellar performance, especially in latency-critical tasks, plus some serious visual flair. Number 3. Team Group TF Force Extreme ARGB. We have the Corsair Dominator Titanium RGB, which has become a huge name in the game when it comes to latest PC gaming. Right away you notice the capacity jump here. This kit comes with a generous 64GB split into two 32GB sticks. That's double what we've seen so far and fantastic for really demanding tasks or future-proofing. It also pushes the speed even higher, hitting 6600 megatransfers per second paired with a CL32 latency. Interestingly, it also features an Intel XMP 3.0 low profile for easy overclocking. You might wonder, but I'm using a Ryzen 9800X 3D, Will that work? Absolutely. Based on numerous user reports, this RAM works perfectly fine with 9800X3D processors. You'll just need to set the timings manually in your motherboard's BIOS. Beyond the specs, the Dominator Titanium has a really unique design. It boasts that signature Dominator look with vibrant RGB, but the cool part is the top bar is removable and even customizable. You can actually get templates in 3D. Print your own designs. How neat is that? Just a heads up though, this is a taller RAM kit. If you're planning on using a dual fan cooler that overhangs the RAM slots like a Noctua NHD15, you might run into clearance issues. For a build with this RAM and a 9800X3D, many builders opt for an AIO liquid cooler instead, which solves the potential problem entirely. In terms of performance, reviews and comparisons place it among the top performers, while overall frame rates in games might be similar to other high-end kits. Benchmarks show it really shines in areas like memory write and copy speeds. Some specific tests like certain 4K video rendering tasks show it completing them noticeably faster than other fast kits, so undoubtedly the Number 2. Corsair Dominator Titanium RGB 64GB is an outstanding though substantial choice for a high-end 9800X3D build. It's built to handle just about anything you can throw at it for years to come, and the best RAM for that incredible Ryzen 7 9800X3D is the G.Skill Trident Z5 Neo RGB. Now why this one? Well, it really hits what many consider the ultimate sweet spot for this specific CPU. This kit gives you 32GB of memory configured as two 16GB DDR5 sticks, and the specs are spot on, a blazing fast 6000 megatransfers per second. Speed paired with a tight CL30 latency, the combination is just ideal for the 9800X3D, helping it perform at its absolute best, especially with that large L3 cache it has. A big plus here is the inclusion of AMD Expo Profile. This makes the setup incredibly easy. You just enable it in your motherboard's BIOS and the RAM automatically configures itself for higher performance and efficiency. It's designed specifically for AMD X3D platforms, which is great. Capacity-wise, 32GB is fantastic for gaming and most creative workflows. While you can get larger kits or buy two of these for 64GB, 32GB is plenty for virtually everything you'll likely do with this CPU. Looking at the design, it's a classic. Number 1. G.Skill Trident Z. With an asymmetric heat spreader that looks sharp, it comes in both RGB and non-RGB variants, so you can pick based on your build style. Based on various performance comparisons out there, this kit consistently performs right alongside other top-tier options in games, be it in demanding titles like Cyberpunk 2077 or F123. Where it really stands out though is in latency. In benchmark tools like IDA64 Extreme, this kit shows exceptionally low memory latency. We're talking around 74.7 nanoseconds. This is often lower than some other speedy kits, including the Corsair Dominator we just talked about, and of course, that's super beneficial for the 9800X3D because of how it uses its cache. You'll barely encounter any performance bottlenecks from your RAM with this kit, so overall, the G.Skill Trident Z5 Neo RGB simply nails that perfect balance of speed, latency, compatibility, and performance for the Ryzen 7 9800X3D, making it our absolute top recommendation. Thanks for sticking around. For more content like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button on the channel. Click the bell icon too, so you'll get notified every time we drop a new video.